previous video we have covered the task 1 vocabulary, which is very helpful if you are making your notes and preparing it like that and you're writing your report like that. So why vocabulary matters basically? Vocabulary is very important to avoid repetition of your words, right? To make good structure to your essay, to make good sentence structure, and to use variety of words range, basically lexical resources in your writing module, so that it can enhance your writing skills, right? And specifically in IELTS, they will check about your vocabulary part. That is the one band parameter, which is very important for your writing module. So today I'm going to cover about that how or what type of words you have to be used in introductory round, introductory part basically, then body paragraphs and conclusion, and what kind of words you have to be used for the different opinion essay or opinionated essay and opinionated sentence structure, right? So it's going to be very helpful for all of you guys. You can start preparing your notes with me. This is for task 2 essay writing. Let's get started. So as you can see, this is IELTS writing task 2 vocabulary. And first of all, why it matters a lot. This is basically because 25% of your writing skills, I would say writing section, includes your vocabulary. That is, it demonstrates different kind of range and accuracy. Okay? If you are using different kind of words with different kind of expression, it is basically you can give your information in some words, in some phrases, and also in an innovative manner. Rather to use very lazy sentences and very regular sentences, try something new. That's why vocabulary matters a lot. Also, number third, I would say it provides you accuracy. If you know that, okay, this word I have already used in the first sentence, now I shouldn't repeat this word. So it will also give you accuracy that I have used basically accurate words to basically avoid repetition and monotony in my essay, right? That's why vocabulary plays a very important role in your essay writing too. Coming towards the understanding lexical resources. See, there are different kind of vocabulary. This is a range of words. This is different kind of different kind of lexical resources, I would say. Synonyms are there, cohesive devices are there, conjunctions are there, and whatnot. You need to be understand that what are those different kind of words. I'm not saying that you have to be used memorized content, memorized phrases, some of the common phrases I would like that at the brighter side, or I would say that student used to be writing the introductory part. I'm going to be conveyed this. No, that is not required basically. What is required actually is a different kind of variation of words while you're writing your sentence structure, while you're interpreting your ideas in your essay, right? It is basically about range, using a variety of words and phrases. It's about accuracy, using correctly in the context, and it is about the appropriate word choice. As you are writing academic writing, please do not write any layman word, do not write any informal words. You cannot be casual with your essay. It's an writing skill basically. It is checking your writing skill also. It's not always about the English proficiency test. It's also about your writing skills. And since we are learning these things as childhood, so it's very important to be very efficient in your writing skills, right? How to use SMR, how to use different kind of phrases, and how to use different kind of I would say vocabulary in a sentence to make it more effective and innovative, right? Avoiding overgeneralization of essay and informal language. Do not write any informal language. Now this is an example basically. Let's suppose any kind of essay came in your question and your exam basically related to education. This for example only. So what can be the different or various words related to education? That is education, learning, teaching, instructions, pedagogy, curriculum, syllabus, seminars, workshop, seminars at some extent. These are the some words I would say which are very important and which are relatable to the education. Training, classes, lectures, these kinds of words are very important. While you are writing essay related to the question education, the topic or domain education, at that moment you have to be used this word. And let's suppose you're repeating the words again and again, so they will, I think they will I would say deduct your half band for every single mistake. If you are making your half band lose at every single error, how many bands you can lose in that part, you can imagine. And I really don't want that just due to like this small, I would say, silly error, you are making it a blunder. This is very simple, very easy. There are different variety of essays which can come in your writing module as an essay writer basically. It can relate to technological issues, it can relate to environmental issues, it can relate to social issues, it can be related to the education as if I have just set an example for you. It can relate to anything as essay type is very general and very common, which is very relatable to our day-to-day life task and what we are seeing, what we can watch and surrounding us. Right? This is an example basically. So likewise, you have to be used different kind of words for different kind of topic related to essay. Now, very important. We do have an argumentative type of essay. Plus, we do have a opinion based essay, or which you can call it out in descriptive type of essay. There are two different type of essay, descriptive type of essay and argumentative type of essay. In both the essays basically, we have to be give a opinion. In argumentative, we have to be opinion in a different manner. We are agree 50%, 60%, 70%, 100%. Whereas in opinion based essay, that is the descriptive type I'm talking about, that is very important. Why? Because in that only we have to be give a general opinion. But these are the some statements and some I would say phrases which is very important from the point of view if you are writing, if you are going to write to argumentative type of essay, in which you have to be proof that how much or to what extent you agree or disagree with this essay, right? Let's suppose you are agree for that essay and for that statement. If you are basically writing like that, I completely agree or disagree, vice versa, whatever this is, right? I'm in full agreement with this statement or with this fact accordingly. There is no doubt that accordingly, right? After that it came, it is undeniable that, because some of the essays are factful, Let's suppose you are writing a statement basically related to the disagreement. You are disagree with that statement and you're writing in your introductory part. So these are the statement. I strongly agree with that statement, or I strongly disagree. I do not believe with this statement. I do not believe this fact is true. This is a flawed argument because whatever the argument is, it is important to consider what? The statement related to disagreement, whatever you want to write. You have to be paraphrased in your own language first and then you have to be write it down. Let's suppose you are writing a partial, or you can say 50-50 ratio. You are 50% agree or 50% disagree. So you can write like that. While it is also true that, first statement, then while it is also true that to some extent I agree or I disagree accordingly, although it's very important to note. This is very important from as if you are totally agree, if you are totally disagree, and if you have a bias, or I can say not biased, partial information or partial agreement or disagreement. Let's suppose you have 50% agree and 50% disagree. Then you can use this kind of statements, right? Okay, now coming towards the vocabulary for structuring arguments. Arguments is not only related to the argumentative type of essay, it is related to all the type of essay. It related to basically our thoughts, ideation, what we are going to be writing essays. That is the part I'm talking about. So if you are starting with the introductory round, right? Introductory, I would say, let's suppose after there are 4 paragraphs: introduction, body para 1, body para 2 and conclusion. Introduction part is you have to be just paraphrase the statement and you have to be tell that what you're going to be write in this essay. That's all. Okay. Coming towards the next para, that is body paragraph 1, where you have to be interpret your all the ideation, right? Where at that moment how you're going to be start. That is firstly, then you are writing second idea, secondly, and last idea finally, because 2 and 3 ideas are the maximum in an essay in the one paragraph. To begin with, you can use also cohesive device like furthermore, moreover, one key argument is that, one key idea is that, one key thought is that, like that. Okay. If you are you have any something like that contrasting, you are writing, let's suppose you are writing an essay related to advantages and disadvantages. On the other hand, there are some disadvantages too, like that. For that kind of argument, you have to use this kind of sentences. However, nevertheless, on the other hand, in contrast, conversely, this kind of phrases, this kind of things, you can use it out and you can write your ideation accordingly. Right? Let's suppose you want to cite an example. So what kind of things you can use it out? What kind of words you can use it out? That is, for example, for instance, to exemplify, to cite an example, for example. These are some words you can use, and if you are using different kind of words related to this, it will wonderful for your writing skills, for your writing an essay basically. To illustrate this basically. This can also be a word related to, for example, when you are giving examples. Now, very important part is conclusion also. Conclusion is also very important part, right? So, when we have to be write an opinion and when we have to be write a conclusion, before that statement we have to be write that we have to be like signify that we are going to be writing conclusion. That is, in summary, to summarize, to encapsulate basically, means to close, in the end, like that, then comma, and then you have to write your statement. Therefore, thus, hence, this kind of words and phrases you can use for the conclusion part, right? Now, this is about the conclusion part basically, and this is about the individually the agreement or disagreement you're writing, and this is about the whole structure. So this is the important vocabulary, I would say, related to task 2, which is very, very important, right? And these are some cohesive devices which can be very wonderful, very helpful for your writing module if you're writing an essay. Please follow the task 1 vocabulary also to make it more good. Also mind it, your task 2 always carries more weightage than task 1. So make sure you're writing your essays in a very good manner, right? Using these vocabulary. Also, there are mainly 4 types of essay you must aware about, and use this vocabulary, use these cohesive devices accordingly, that what is your argument and where you have to be write it down, right? All the very best. In our next video, we are going to cover very important information related to essays and report writing. Till then, all the very best. Take care.